I'm Dawn Benjamin, and as many of you know, I grew up in the small town of Ewan in the UP. If you've been to Boundary Waters, you've had breakfast at my folks' house, the only home I've known growing up. When I was growing up, Ewan was the bigger town of about 400. My school district is the largest in the state, about 45 miles long, 30 miles wide. Technically, there were 10 towns that went to my school, and I graduated in a large class of 40. My parents are originally from Minnesota. They were high school sweethearts at separate high schools, then at separate but nearby colleges, got married, moved to Ewan for a year, maybe two, since that was a school they found needing two teachers, Mom elementary and Dad high school math. I tell you this because there is something else you should know about that part of the UP. It is all Finnish. We, my family, not Finnish. Only ones, and I don't think I mean that figuratively. They will tell you they were the outsiders let in. My point is, Ewan, small town, Finnish, Lowell, small-ish town, Dutch. Not a lot of diversity. I have since learned that small towns can have a stereotype of being backwoods, rednecks, hicks, whatever the phrase, but all implying not accepting of outsiders. And maybe calling people not like themselves names, using derogatory language, being hurtful, being hateful. I never understood this. Maybe growing up in a place where everyone was basically the same, there wasn't anyone to direct that negative energy towards. There weren't any buts. You know, I like everyone but, which is often followed by a phrase I really dislike. I like everyone but those people. Who are those people? Maybe I want to meet them. Maybe I am those people to them. I think I'm okay to meet, so why would I not think that of someone else? Which, admit it, can be very hard. You may have heard something about a person. You may not know if you have anything in common. You may have to step out of your comfort zone. It's hard. We say we follow the teachings of Jesus. Jesus seems to gravitate towards those people, the leper, the blind, the woman, the tax collector. There are so many stories, similar stories, the same story, just told in different ways, so that we might get it, reach out, care, and help thy neighbor. People to you. Who are those people to me? There's a good chance they may be different people. I remember being quite young. My dad often took summer college classes, working towards his master's. We were sitting in the car outside the admissions office to one college when we saw an African American go in. My dad, seeing a teaching moment, pointed this out to me, very excited and glad that this person was being given the same opportunity to school as my dad. Now, my parents had spent a summer in Cleveland for school and witnessed firsthand some of the civil rights riots going on there in the 60s. So his perspective was quite different than mine at age 5 or so. I thought, well, of course he can go to school. Can't everyone? Those people. Today, We often have family discussions with the boys, but today it leads to gay rights. We describe to the boys about Ryan White, the innocent boy who got HIV through a blood transfusion and received the nation's hate. Greg Louganis, the Olympian who had hit his head on the diving board. Magic Johnson, the basketball star who might get hurt on the court and infect everyone in the stadium. Matthew Shepard, the college boy who was taken out to a remote location, tied to a fence, beaten, and left to die. The fear of HIV and AIDS leading to the fear of homosexuals. The joy we felt for one day last year when same-sex marriage was legal, and the disappointment that it only lasted a few hours. I have had many close friends who are gay. I have seen their struggle, their fight firsthand. The boys react as I did as a 5-year-old watching a man go to enroll in college. What's the deal? It is such a non-issue with them, and we are so proud of them for it. Those people. How many labels have had their turn in history? Will there be a time when we run out of those people? That takes change. So much change has happened, but it's not done. We are in the middle of change. I don't know what it all means and where it will take us. We have gained new friends. We have lost old ones, in part because some couldn't take change or accept those people or feel accepted. And that's sad. We can't just say we are going to change. We can't just put a new name on a new sign and say, see, we changed. For something to change, you have to be the change. You have to do the change. You have to change yourself a little. It's hard. It will be hard. But it's always easier with family. And we are a family. To do it together, to challenge ourselves and challenge each other, to encourage and help each other, to live by Jesus' example, to know those people, to reach out, care, and help thy neighbor.